Welcome back to Fallout New Orre. My name is... There we go. Welcome back to Fallout New Orre. I am your host and evil... Are you kidding me? God damn it. I am your host... Shut up! And evil mastermind DM, Bucky, and these are my not-so-lovely players.
I am so lovely.
You know what? For tonight, Hannah is my... Hannah, I was about to say you're my favorite because you didn't meow, and then you went and did that.
That might have been Luna. You don't know it was her.
So, last session, the party went to go check out the Kindred. Hijinks ensued, mostly from Jolene. They met Celery. Dear God.
Hello, Celery.
Yes, Celery is something to behold, truly.
We love them.
And so yes, Celery was being held by the Kindred. They were trying to persuade them to cooperate, and Celery was refusing.
So I got some microphone scraping there, loves.
Yeah, I think it might have been Hannah, but I'm not sure.
Bad. I forgot to mute before I moved the computer.
Oh
it's
yeah,
cool.
fair dues.
Alright, so, y'all got Celery free. You figured out where the Sneck is. Spark and Jolene, between the two of them, managed to, kind of get a pretty good idea of how to replicate the Sneck, so they don't need to steal it back, but, they have their own way of making their own.
Layla kind of wants to steal... What were you going to say, Hannah?
I said you wouldn't download a snack.
Are you joking? I have a 3D printer. Of course I fucking would.
See, Layla still kind of wants to steal the snack because it's the principle of the thing, but she knows that's not really the sensible thing to do.
That's fair. So, let's see, where was I? Yes. So, they figured out how to build a snack. They freed Celery, and they hurried back to the outskirts of the camp, of the Team Storm camp, where they met with Celery, and where Shelly flying tackle glomped them.
Yay!
And Celery made a few kind of mean remarks to Spark about her desire to learn more about her mom. But quickly calmed down after Layla was like, look, chill. And there was a very touching scene between Spark and Layla, and that's where we left the session.
So, yeah, I believe that Layla and Spark are still hugging in the forest, just while Spark... Hug it out. While Spark calms down.
Right.
Or just kind of, basically just gets it out.
Meanwhile, back where Quinn and Jolene are, Celery is pouting very slightly, and they look at Quinn and Jolene, and they're just like, I don't get it. That was me being kind and gentle.
Funny, sometimes, even if you're kind and gentle, what you say is still gonna disappoint someone. You
Fair
didn't
enough.
do a bad job, it's just hard for her to accept.
I guess that's fair.
Damn you being all wise and shit.
Also, I'm gonna say that Celery is floating up in the air, as, a psychic that can float do. But they're staying still, while Shelly is blooping in circles around them.
As a Shelly do.
Yes. And Celery is just like, will you stop that? But anyways, is there anything you guys want to do?
Where... Oh, hang on, I'm just gonna PM you.
No problem.
Eggsy is not moving still.
I'm not peeing on anybody. Please calm down.
Are you talking to us, Hannah, or the cat?
I am talking to my roommates, who thought I said I was going to pee on Alistair.
I mean...
You would have thought they might have overheard you playing enough that it would be...
To be fair, I initially heard, I'm just gonna pee on you, and I was like, wait, what? Oh, PM, got it. Yeah, yeah, I'll do that, Hannah.
I mean, Bucky's not that equal a DM. What?
Yeah, let's do that right now. Actually, if you're cool with that.
Yeah,
you
works
cool?
for me.
Okay. As you guys are hanging out, well, Jolene and Quinn at least, you hear a soft fluttering of pretty damn big wings. And when or if you turn to look, Kali is kind of hiding past the bushes, just kind of watching you guys warily.
Jolene is going to approach Kali with her hands up.
She is watching you carefully.
She is going to reach very slowly into her pocket and keeping her other hand in the air, and she's going to pull out Kali's megastone.
She shrinks a bit.
Jolene's going to take a couple steps forward and put it on the ground and then back away from it.
She stares at it and then looks back up at you curiously and tilts her head to the side questioningly.
I know you've been through some rough things recently. So I'm giving this back to you, all right? And I don't want you to give it back to me until you're ready for me to have it. And if that's never, if you wanna fly up and toss it into the ocean, that's fine. I won't go looking for it. But if you'd like to keep it, I'd be honored to have it when you're ready.
I want to PM you an idea I have.
Okay. And listen, I know you can understand me, but I can't really understand you yet. But I promise you, I'm gonna work on that. Okay, honey? I'm gonna. If you say no, I'll understand. And I promise you that I won't do anything if you're not ready
to. Let me know what you think of that idea. She watches you, and she's listening. She's still... Okay, I'll do it.
Is that Hannah's approval?
Yes. Okay, I'll do it. She stares at you, she eyes you kind of warily. Then she approaches, lowers her head, and just gobbles up the megastone and swallows it whole.
Fair.
You know, honey, have you spent any time with Zazu? I think you'd like her.
She looks very pleased with this.
God. Rock eating buddies.
Yes, rock buddies.
Rock friends, rock friends.
Oh, and Aaron eats rocks too, so.
Yeah. Aaron does, but Aaron mostly eats when it's an opportunity to be passive aggressive.
I mean, fair.
Good.
Zazu eats
Sorry,
because one day she might starve to death.
She needs to build up mass in preparation for the day that she might not have food. But yeah, Kali continues watching you. She looks a bit wary, but she's moved closer to you. I mean, granted it was to swallow the stone, but still.
Jolene's slowly gonna put her hands down, and she's still not gonna touch Kali or anything. She's just gonna put her hands down and say, if you'd like to stay with me, you know where I am, okay? And even if you don't want to, if you ever need anything, okay, honey?
She seems to be her lips, for lack of a better word, curl slightly into a snarl, but it's not directed at you. She kind of cranes her neck and raises her head to kind of survey the area. She's looking for something.
Can I roll perception?
Yes. And I just realized I'm not in the rules room.
Does anyone have the rules room?
Speak of the devil.
I have it. I was rushing to level and then make mac and cheese.
I PM'd it to you, Hannah.
Thank you.
I win. I win.
I can confirm that Alistair did in fact win.
Okay, I am okay with that. I'm just saying I didn't have it up, so you had a head start.
How do you guys like my Rolls nickname, by
What
the way?
does that mean? What's you buzz?
Mm.
No, that is not blue.
Andrea.
God damn it, Alistair.
Okay, so Hannah knows
I got
what
a 23.
She is clearly checking to see if Leilani is still with you.
He's gone, sweetheart. God damn it, I knew that boy.
She relaxes a bit and lowers her head back down, and she's still watching you, and she's listening somewhat attentively now.
I loved him like he was my own son, and I guess I should have beat his ass like he was too. I'm sorry. It's at least part my fault. I should have told him better.
She shakes her head. P.S. She's not trying to talk right now because during her time with the party, she's grown aware that Quinn and Jolene are the only ones that can't understand Pokemon, and coincidentally are the only people here right now.
Just you monolingual dumbasses. Let me use sign language with my wings.
She's just the 14 and 15-year-old understand me, but you guys don't.
So she's communicating via her wings. Does that mean she's using wingdings? I'll see myself out.
Thank you.
God damn it, Dally!
I love you guys.
Uh-huh.
Tell us outside.
I honestly would leave the call for comedic effect, but I'm the one streaming.
Yeah, it wouldn't be as funny if,
I'll just...
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's good that you reminded me of that, because I actually was considering kicking you out of the call.
Thank you.
But...
I would have had a moment of me going, no, wait, no!
This is me kicking you out of the call if I was able to kick you out of the call.
Oh no, I have been kicked out of the call. Whatever shall I do? Perhaps I shall rejoin the call. Hey guys, I'm back!
Hi, Dally. So, Kali...
I really attempted to kick you.
Kali is just watching Jolene. She doesn't leave, but she doesn't like get any closer. She kind of moves off to the side and settles down on the ground in her own like little kind of soft spot that she's gonna rest in. It's I'm not gonna make you roll perception for this. You get the vibe that she is planning on staying, but she's doing so cautiously.
Jolene is going to put a pile of tasty-looking rocks sort of equidistant from her and Kali, and then she's going to sit and like turn so she's not facing her, but her back's not completely to her either, and she's just gonna get very focused on her knitting for a while.
Good. Andrea. Okay, so meanwhile, Plo is staring up at celery. I hate you so fucking much.
No, you don't. You love me.
It is true.
Salty!
Oh my
God damn it,
sorry, but in the chat, that's basically going back and forth between Bucky and Andrea saying celery and onion until Hannah says carrot, and Andrea says salty.
Salty onion!
Salty onion.
Celery, looks at Plo and says, "What are you staring at?"
Hi!
Hi. So what are you staring at?
Are you sure you're a celery?
No, I am not a celery.
Okay, good, because you look like an onion.
I'm not an onion.
Then why is your head like that?
I don't know, because Arcus designed me that way.
Flap, flap, flap. He gets really close.
Oh, no.
They lean back sharply, just like, have you ever heard of personal space?
What's that?
It means that you must stay 20 yards away from me at all times.
Why?
This Pokemon, he understands. They understand.
Because it's rude to get this close to someone.
Flap, a step back.
More.
Flap,
More.
flap.
Do that about 57 more times.
I can't count that high.
While
He's
Flo
looking
is
His stubs of hands.
It's like, I
Well,
can only
Flo
count to
is
4.
Because I have 4 limbs.
while Plo is doing this, Aaron is going to, as quietly as is feasible, just trundle up directly behind Celery and lay down for a nap.
Aw.
They're in love.
Yep.
Flo, seeing this, has now flown over and sat next to Aaron.
Celery turns and watches, kind of tilts their head to the side for a moment. And who's this?
This is Aaron.
Fascinating.
I am. Thanks.
Everyone's like, I know what it's like to have a joke name.
I share in your pain. But Celery looks down at Plo, and they go, "And what was your name again?"
Flo.
Plo. Fascinating. Well, I'll ask again. What exactly, what's the deal with your fascination with me, Plo?
She's fascinated with everyone.
charming. Well, Plo, it's rude to stare, you know.
Starts doing the thing where they're looking around in every other place.
Oh my god.
Precious dumb baby.
Precious smart baby. Because he is a little baby, but he's actually learning pretty fast.
This is very true. You can be smart and dumb at the same time, though.
Clark!
Yep.
Anyway. So Celery is just like, well, I'm just going to, and then Shelly interrupts and loudly says, go play with Shelly?
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Shelly.
Oh, Arcus.
Damn it, Shell.
Flo has now flown and is flying around Shelly.
Clearly, Plo should play with Shelly, and then they'll both be happy.
Shelly looks between Plo and Celery, and says, and then looks at Plo, and she says, "Would you like to join us?"
Sure.
Aaron opens one eye and mumbles, "If you're asleep, they can't annoy you."
Celery looks back down at Aaron, looks at Shelly and Plo, makes a big show of yawning loudly and stretching, and slowly floats down to a patch of grass next to Aaron and closes their eyes and just stops moving.
Good.
Celery, you know I know that. Okay.
I'm sleeping.
Shelly just stares at Plo, stares back at Celery, and says, "Okay, let's go play, Plo."
Okay.
And they run off to play. Oh my god, that was so good.
Good.
Oh my god.
More screen time for Plo 2017.
Yes. Oh my god, that was so good. Anyhow, oh yeah, Spark and Layla, you can rejoin the party whenever you're down with it.
I think Layla will probably follow Spark's lead on that.
Okay, so up to you, Andrea.
Yes, after a while, Spark will ask Layla if she wants to go back to the others.
Layla will nod.
They'll just go back. Spark is not letting go of Layla's hand.
That's convenient because Layla's not letting go of Spark's hand.
She's still trembling a little bit and is not looking up. So you might have to guide her out of the way of a tree.
Yeah, she does that. As does Sprig. Sprig is sitting on her head now.
Good.
And she just every so often just kind of tries to turn her head one way to veer her in the other direction, like she's driving.
Oh my
It's
god.
like, no, there's a tree.
She has two tufts of hair in her hand and is just...
She is ratatouilleing this shit.
Yes. Incredible.
That's the same thing I was about to say.
Good!
Good. Okay. So, once the party is back together, is there anything you guys want to do?
So...
Apparently, Sarah is guiding Eggsy over to the pile?
Yeah, what pile exactly?
The sleepy pile?
Yeah, over to the pile of, air quotes, sleeping Pokemon.
Why are we over here?
Just pats him on the head, and then...
Celery goes, "We're sleeping."
Aaron,
Oh,
what is that?
I'm sorry, that's me.
Okay.
I couldn't get the laptop. It's very broken. I apologize.
Oh.
It is not moving anymore.
Okay, you were saying.
Aaron looks up at Eggsy and mumbles, "If she wants to spend time with you, maybe you should let her." And then lets out a very loud snore.
Yep. So it's just like
manufactured,
like a factory. Yeah. So it just lays like both hands behind her head and appears to go to sleep.
Is Sarah still on Eggsy's back, or?
Yes.
Eggsy is still standing, perfectly stock still.
Oh. She will have him lowered to the ground.
Like, I'm gonna guess because if she let him over, that means she probably got on all fours and did it, so he's just, like, standing there on all fours. Like a bed.
Oh my god, Eggsy.
She will have him lowered to the ground so he's laying down. God.
It's like, Sarah's like, I am trying to snuggle with you, you potato.
You potato.
You potato bed.
My god.
Sack of potatoes.
Sack of potato. One potato. Sack of potato.
It's a very large potato.
Isn't he?
I'd also like to point out that, Pip, if I may take control of him for a moment, has observed...
Oh, you can have control.
Cool. Has observed the pile of sleeping Pokemon. Yeah, I think we kind of back and forth on Pip, to be honest, but I'm fine with that. And he is observing the pile of sleeping Pokemon and hops over and attempts to stand guard. Because we're in a dangerous part of the forest. We must be vigilant. He's been picking up from Zazu.
Oh my god, no!
Yeah.
No!
They both know what it's like to have to go without limbs.
No!
Yes!
Oh my god. Anyways. So, once you are all unfortunately back together, is there anything you would like to do?
Okay, we should probably check in with Finn and Arnold, right?
We probably should, yeah.
And Xander too. Let him know what the status is on getting his home back.
Right, yeah. Can we call Finn on the radio?
Oh, yes. Sorry, I wasn't sure if that was in character or not. Anyways, I mean, obviously, in hindsight, it was out of character, but... Anyways.
Layla is going to pick up the radio. Layla to Finn?
Hey!
Hey, Finn. How is the... Spark, she just hands it over.
Hello, Spark.
What's up?
Well, just to let you know, we're cleaning up here. We're just about done. Just cleaning out the trash, you know.
Okay.
Have you got friendlies?
Yeah.
Yay!
Alright.
So, you can, come up here anytime.
Cool. We're gonna find the people who used to live here and tell them it's safe to come back. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna... Okay, yeah, I see. So they used to live in this treehouse here, I'm assuming.
Uh-huh. Xander and his Mankey family.
We'll pull out all the stuff that Storm left here and move the camp down so to give them their space.
That'd be good. Xander's Gunner's age. he probably shouldn't have to see any stuff that Storm left behind.
Jolene makes a loud cough that sounds suspiciously like put the bodies downstream.
Oh my god.
Layla just raises an eyebrow. It's like,
cough.
that's enough. Yeah. That was a long cough, Jolene.
Oddly specific.
Jolene cares a lot about making sure we don't contaminate the water sources, okay?
That's good. She's the best.
Oh my god, Hannah, I just saw what you put in the chat.
You're welcome.
I saw it and I didn't comment because I'm too mad at you.
I just saw it and I love it.
Anyway.
I love you all, terrible people. Anyway.
So yeah, Finn is like, well, not just moving the bodies, but I'm also excuse me. I'm also talking about, keeping our own camp with a decent distance away from the house. We want to give them their space,
Yeah, that too.
But yeah, we'll burn these, I guess.
Oh,
Thank
Spark's
you.
good at. I mean, what?
Hunter.
Sorry.
God, Hunter.
If you need some fire starters, I can get over there pretty quick with one of my Pokemon.
No worries. You guys take your time. We've got our own methods.
Okay. And when we get there, can we maybe talk about what to do about the attack that's going to happen on Gateon?
Certainly.
Cool. I mean, that's kind of a weird father-daughter thing,
We'll figure it out.
Father-daughter bonding over stopping a war.
Yes. Layla's family is unique.
Weird. Yeah.
I mean, if my father had been a better father, it might have been similar.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Spark.
Sounds like an interesting story I'll want to hear sometime when you're up for it. When you're up for it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna push you or nothing if it's not something you want to talk about.
There are certain things that need to be taken care of first before I can say that story.
Alright.
Well, I'll help you with them. And you got lots of people who will.
Yeah.
I bet Finn would too. He's a bad ass. Don't tell Mom I said that.
He's a bad mamma jamma.
Man, Mama Jim.
I won't, don't worry.
Spark is just grinning so wide.
She just kind of, pouts. It's joking, but she pouts at Spark and goes, "You're a bad influence on me."
Turned her gay.
Yeah, but she just looks over at Layla and boops.
Layla blushes. Layla cannot stop from smiling. She tries to keep pouting, but she smiles and she blushes.
It's so cute. Oh my god.
Okay, how about I go and try and track down Sander and Cassie and the others?
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Sprig has taken to the air to see if she can spot them. And Layla's going to go off and look on foot.
Oh, it doesn't take too long. Xander is currently snuggling with Cassie. And there's a couple of primates around as well. And when they see you coming, they look very grumpy and get up, and then Xander says in Pokemon, No, it's okay, it's okay.
Also in Pokemon, Layla will say, hey, I'm Layla. My friends and I met Xander and Cassie earlier. We just wanted to let you know that we got your treehouse. Well, we didn't, but our friends got your treehouse back.
Cassie brightens and she's just like, oh, good.
Well, we were
'Cause-
gonna head in that direction. You want to come with?
Sure, and it's a good thing that you guys got that done because if it took much longer, I was gonna go in there and I was gonna kick some serious butt.
Oh yeah, I totally know.
And the primates just kind of like put their hands on her and they're just like, calm down, Cassie. And then Xander looks up at them and he's just like, you're ones to talk. I mean, you get mad over really random stuff. And then they both shout, do not! Primates are known for how ragey they are.
Yeah,
so.
I was gonna say.
Shut up, you're adopted.
Primates.
Shut up, you're adopted!
I know I'm adopted, obviously.
Xander's just like, nah.
Really?
Would
I
have
was
never
just like, I
guessed.
wonder if I'm adopted.
Cassie's just like, oh no, am I adopted?
Oh no.
Anyways.
Layla heads back to the others.
I'm just imagining like the primates in that scene from the Easy A.
Oh, no.
Have you guys seen the movie?
I have
but
seen
it's been
I
a
have.
while.
but which-
You'll have to refresh
which
my
scene?
memory.
There's a scene where Emma Stone is the main character and her younger brother is black.
Oh, it's
He's
black.
the only
That's-
black person in the white family.
That's
And
right.
he says something about going through puberty, and they say, oh, well, our family is late bloomers. And he says, why should that affect me? I'm adopted. And they all go, what? Who told you?
It was just that. He's like, what? Who told you?
I remember now. That was
I don't
a good
remember
scene.
that, but that's hysterical. I don't remember that, but that's great.
Good.
Oh.
I loved that.
I've never actually seen the movie. Because something I don't know why it's always put me off as a movie I shouldn't watch, but I might have to now.
Yeah.
It is actually a really good movie.
It is.
Like when I first,
I like it a lot.
when I
Yeah,
first,
It's a very solid, like, teen movie. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
yeah, like when I first saw the trailers for it, I was like, oh, that looks kind of ridiculous. But then
Yeah.
Jordan showed it to me, and I'm like, that's actually really good.
I'm always
It's
very
ridiculous, but it's good.
Yeah, like, Anyway, Andrea, you were saying?
I was just saying I'm always very hesitant of Emma Stone movies for some reason.
That's yeah, I can kind of see that.
I mean, if you like, it seems like you get movies like Easy A and then you get Aloha.
Yeah, she shouldn't have been cast in Aloha.
No,
Yeah.
that movie shouldn't have been made in the first place.
Fair, totally fair. But yeah, no, that movie though, Easy A, solid. Yeah, like Hannah said.
I enjoyed it.
But we have a game.
Yes.
Alright, you're adopted? Who told you?
Who told you?
Anyways, so yeah, Xander and his family follow you up to the treehouse. Does the rest of the party go as well?
I would
Layla,
assume so.
Layla certainly
Yeah.
does. Are the
Okay,
Rotons still following Layla?
Yes, everywhere
they
she
are.
goes.
Good.
Always and forever.
We'll never be rid of them.
Never. Oh, one moment. There we go. Okay.
Fuck you, is an alien bursting out of your chest?
No, I just had to get up to go turn the light on because I keep forgetting to do that. I think it's because the days are getting longer.
Yeah.
I do need to go see that movie though.
Apparently, it's really bad.
What? I
Yeah.
heard it was really good.
I heard it was really bad.
I can't remember
Well-
if Dave's seen it yet or not.
I need to go watch it and make my own opinion about it.
We're talking about the new Alien film, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Oh.
mean, can it be worse than Prometheus?
Probably not.
Insurrection.
Star Trek Insurrection?
It's not Insurrection. Oh, what's the other one? I can't remember what it is.
Um,
It was like-
Resurrection?
Resurrect is it Resurrection? It's like the 5th Alien movie.
Oh. I'm not familiar. I just remember seeing Prometheus and regretting seeing Prometheus.
It's
Yeah, it's
really
Resurrection.
bad. What?
It's Resurrection.
Yeah, Resurrection's really bad.
Duly noted. I think Dave's going to see it anyway, though, if he hasn't already. Can't remember. Anyway. Sorry, we seem to have lapsed into movie critics again.
Again? Yeah, for real.
Anyway, so when you reach the camp, see, the former members of Team Storm who have since been liberated haven't exactly changed their armor yet. So once Cassie and the primates get there, they see this, scream.
Wait!
And
you can see Layla moving in slow motion. Yeah.
Yeah, they scream and they rush to start shredding the liberators.
Wait, they're friendly!
They stop and they turn to stare at you.
Ah.
They're with us!
They're the ones who were working for Team Storm who didn't want to be. So they just haven't had a chance to get changed yet, okay?
They're a little grumpy, but they take a couple steps back.
The primates, they're always grumpy.
I mean, if you want to have a battle, I mean, I'm sure, like, Socks would probably be up for it.
Socks, pokes her head out. And she's just like, did somebody say battle?
Oh, baby.
'Cause I'm a warrior, and battles are what I do.
Oh, Socks, we can go see your sisters.
She brightens a great deal, and she's like, yeah, my sisters, so they can be warriors too.
Well, if they want to. Come on, let's go see where they are.
Aaron looks up at the word battle or fight or whichever and just says, keep my ass out of it.
Spark will go with Layla.
Good.
So
We are on a Shinx hunt.
So Socks actually leads you and trots down the big mountain hill thingy, down, and you see Pokemon pens, and one pen is full of Luxrays, Luxios, and Shinxes, and she trots up to the edge of the pen and just kind of presses her face up against the kind of fence wires.
Aww.
And she's just like, hello, I'm back. I brought help. And all the Shinx swarm her, at least swarm the fence, and they're all kind of piling on top of each other. You know how cats do.
Oh gosh.
And
Layla
and
looks like she might be dying of acute attack.
And they're all flooding her with questions like, what's it like outside? And stuff like that.
Why do you hurt me?
Spark is doing her best to try to make sure Layla doesn't fall over.
Layla rights herself eventually and then starts to go unlocking the pen.
A Luxray is the first to exit, and you can tell, from her markings that she's female. And she actually approaches you and, presses her face against you and rubs as cats do.
And she just kind of gets down on her knees and strokes her gently. Hey. Sorry for what you've been through.
She keeps rubbing up against you.
She's just gonna hug her and keep petting her.
I think she likes you.
Well, I like her too.
Meanwhile, a little flood of Shinxes starts kind of spilling out around you, and they're all kind of pawing up at you, asking you questions. One of them, at least one of them is, are you a superhero?
I try to be.
And yeah, they're basically flooding you with questions about who are you, what do you do, what's the outside like, etc.
Layla is going to try and answer as best she can. And you said that that pen was, shinxes in the shinx line. Are there other pens as well?
Yeah.
Layla is
mostly
going
with.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying mostly with like electric types,
Yeah.
but there's also a couple of pens with tauros in mill tanks.
Aaron is going to chew her way through.
Good.
The cages, starting with the tauros and mill tanks.
Layla is going to ask Spark if she can assist with getting the other Pokemon out of their cages, since Layla seems to be inundated with shinxes at the moment.
She is. Everyone looking over at Layla and just like holding in a giggle fit.
Yeah, they are swarming you.
You know how Layla has floofy hair?
Yeah.
Is it now just like all static?
Yeah.
Just like all floof.
Yeah, it's all like poof.
Good.
All over the place.
It is
like just cause,
even floofier than usual.
Because like all these electric type cats are rubbing up against you. Your hair is not safe.
She does
Your
also
hair will never be safe again.
She does also kind of reach out, like, is Socks still nearby?
Yes.
Because she wants to reach out and hug Socks still.
Mm-hmm. Socks wiggles up for hugs.
Good. Socks also gets hugged. Layla doesn't want to neglect her Socks.
Yes.
Jolene is gonna kind of shuffle up awkwardly to Layla and say, can I speak with you in private?
By in private, do you mean away from 24 shinxes and whatnot?
Preferably, but I understand you've gotta do what you gotta do.
Socks paws at your face and she goes, Don't worry, I'll hold them together and I'll keep them calm while you're gone. And I'll tell them should I tell them that you'll give them extra pets when you're back?
Yes, you should definitely do that. And she scoops and she scoops her up and kind of smooshes her face into hers and just gives her a kiss on the forehead.
I love it.
You're the best warrior ever, Socks.
Yes. I'm glad somebody recognizes my power.
Oh, baby. I'm sorry, my heart quite can't handle... Okay. Layla extricates herself and steps away. I'm going to say that her other Pokemoners are also just kind of watching over them. And she steps away, very careful not to touch anyone. She's like, okay, so just a heads up, Jolene, I don't know if you can tell, but I think I might be carrying like a bajillion kilowatts of static electricity in my hair right now.
Zazu rolls her eyes, reaches over, and places one claw on Layla's shoulder.
I mean, you're not a conductor because you're a rock, so that doesn't shock Layla, does it?
No.
Okay, good.
I don't think it would actually do anything.
Also, off screen as Layla is heading off with Jolene, Socks looks at her sisters, looks up at Spark, looks at her sisters, and says, "What are you waiting for? Get her!"
No. And we come back and Spark is just a red floof.
And the shinxes proceed to flood Spark, and she is now buried under a pile of shinxes.
R.I.P.
Well, time to roll up a new character.
What a way to go. At least she died doing what she loved.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Anyway.
Yes, back to Layla and Jolene.
Layla goes with Jolene.
Jolene kind of leads her a ways away, and she looks sort of awkward.
Jolene, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Well, asking
I
you
wanted to
that
ask
feels
you
really weird. What?
what?
Asking you that feels really weird. 'Cause
I wanted
usually,
to
yeah.
I wanted to ask you a favor.
Oh, well, sure, anything.
I you know, after what happened with Arnold and everything, you and well, and Leilani, you know I took Kali's megastone.
Did I know that?
Sure? I don't know.
I can't remember.
You were.
I wasn't there for the session,
Oh, yeah, let's just go
so I
with.
taught.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
talked to Alistair about
Oh yeah,
some stuff I
let's just go
retconned.
with then. Let's just go with
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
That's fine.
Why?
I with pre-war, there were different ideas about Pokemon and what they should be, you know.
Okay.
And I reckon I didn't really think much about those ideas until I had a need to. And I think I've got a need to now. I need to understand her if she tells me no.
Layla just kind of stares for a second, and then her shoulders kind of slump like she's releasing tension she didn't know she was holding, and shocks be damned, she leans forward and hugs Jolene.
Good. Jolene hugs back and is lightly electrocuted.
Sorry, I forgot.
It's all right, honey. I just I was wondering if you would teach me some Pokemon.
Of course, I'll get Sprig to help too. She's the one who taught me. And you're real smart, so you'll probably pick it up real quick. And you're gonna look after Kali and make sure she's okay.
If she'll let me.
Yeah. No, I know.
I told her she could go if she wanted, but for now she seems to be staying.
Okay. I kind of feel like I might need to apologize to her.
What do you mean, sweetheart?
Well, she might not have stayed. She might have gone. And maybe after we got rid of Kirby, she might not have stayed with us, but I said that Leilani was a really good person, and I guess I think I made a mistake.
It's not your fault.
And I want to tell her that you really are amazing and that you will look after her, but how can I expect her to believe me given how it turned out last time? But I guess we just have to trust her to make her own decisions, huh?
I reckon so.
She'll know what's best for herself. And you're right. If you can understand her, then you can understand what she's saying and what she needs and when she needs you to back off. And yeah, I think that's a really good idea. Here, and she actually pulls out her journal, her sketchbook, and turns it to the back, which you can see is kind of a page. There are several pages of notes, which you can tell Layla has been using to try and learn Pokemon.
Oh, thank you.
So it's mostly just kind of Spriggish, I guess you call it, but once you get the basics, you can actually start to translate it to other Pokemon as well. And I'll. Do you want me to walk you through it? I mean,
yes,
just now,
please. But whenever you have time, sweetheart. I know we're going to meet your Finn.
Yeah, that's a whole other kettle of Magikarp. She's going to carefully tear out the relevant pages and hand them over. Well, I'll give you these for now, and once we've got some time, I'll start teaching you. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. It actually kind of means a lot to me that someone who knows as much as you do is asking someone like me for help.
Don't sell yourself short, sweetheart. You know a lot.
Yeah, okay, I won't sell myself short. I'm a perfectly average height for my age.
No, you're very short, sweetie.
Hey!
Jolene scoots away before Layla remembers that Jolene is shorter than her.
She didn't forget. Spark?
Help!
Runs over.
She is covered in shinxes when you get there.
R.I.P. Spark, destroyed by her namesake.
Oh my goodness. Socks? Socks, where are you?
Socks wiggles out of the pile, trots out, and sits looking up at Layla proudly.
Wait, I thought you were going to keep them calm.
This is calm.
Okay, I'm going to rescue my girlfriend. And Layla starts wading into the pile.
I did a good job, didn't I?
I'll let you know once I get Spark out.
You certainly kept them busy.
I mean, you kept them all in one place, and that is probably the important thing, yes.
Good. Excellent.
Sprig just kind of circling around, desperately going, I can't, I tried to pull her out, and I guess every time there's another paw.
Traumatized.
She just flails. Layla eventually reaches Spark. And just kind of looks at her ponderingly, and looks at the shinxes and luxrays and what have you, and then just kind of glumps Spark.
By the way, the little, kind of hair she has is now standing up and looking like a faux hawk.
Good!
Oh my god.
Layla's like, haha, you thought I was here to rescue you, but no, I have come to snuggle you. Nah.
Truly, Layla is the most dastardly of us all.
Damn right.
Clearly.
Wahaha.
She pulls back and kind of notes the hairdo, and she says, you look really cute with your hair up like that.
Miss Afro?
Okay, but... And Layla's hair is floofing out again. Okay, but you look really cute, so there.
Another boop.
Yeah! Layla just resumes petting shinxes.
Okay, I think that's all the cages. If not, I think Aaron is going through maybe 2 more.
Well, she's a growing girl.
Aaron is very calmly and methodically chomping on the gate to the tauros cage.
Good.
I'm gonna go see if I can't find a Coca-Cola.
Okay.
Well, she goes to look for a Coca-Cola. I want to switch to Aaron real quick, because something interesting is actually about to happen.
Good.
So, Aaron, as you are chomping on the gate, a tauros approaches and says, "Excuse me."
Aaron turns with her mouth full and says, "Sure."
So, are you the ones here to rescue us?
Yep.
Interesting.
You want some French? It tastes good.
I prefer grass, but thank you.
This tauros seems really well spoken.
Yeah, dude.
Please don't call me dude.
Oh, sorry.
It's a girl.
You see, if I may ask, what are your people's policies regarding gender?
To hug all of them.
Oh. Aaron actually takes her mouth off the fence gate for a second and says, well, ma'am. Ma'am?
Yes.
Huh. Yeah, we're cool. You sure you don't want some fence?
I prefer grass, thank you.
Alright. And she kind of rips the fence completely off and gestures to the grass outside the pen.
Good. She trots outside, leans down, and starts eating the grass. And she looks back up, and she goes, and with her mouth full, she's like, "So, would you mind answering my question, please?"
Yeah, we're cool with it.
Oh, excellent. Because you must understand that these people are simply barbaric when it comes to, well, anything, but gender in particular is an issue. I know that tauros are an all-male species, but it doesn't really fit me. Being male, that is.
Yeah, we can... Why don't you talk to my trainer? She'll be cool with it. She's had kids who are, like you. There's probably a word for it.
I'll talk to her.
Can we keep her?
But
what
yeah.
What does she look like?
Distinctive.
Really old ghoul. Can't miss her. Well, you can. She's short.
Oh my god.
But, like...
I'll try not to.
Yeah.
And she trots off to find Jolene. I'm really sorry about this, but I need to go to the bathroom.
No worries.
Yeah, so I'll be right back.
I actually need to go and get more cereal for I'm a hungry deli.
Are we BRBing or am I frozen?
I guess we're BRBing.
Alrighty. I am gonna mute for a sec while I put these cookies on a pan then. I put the cookies too close together and they're all gonna melt into each other. And
Those are the best kind.
Yep, and it's gonna be
Big ass cookie.
big ass cookie.
You've gone farther than I have because I would just eat the cookie dough.
I did some of that too.
It's like, okay, 2 for the pan, 1 for me, 2 for the pan, 1 for me, 1 for the pan, 2 for me, 1 for the pan, 2 for me.
Right, see, I do all my baking in the toaster oven. So I end up doing like, okay, I can get 6 cookies on the thing at a time, and then I end up eating 6 cookies.
I've actually gotten into cooking a bit more recently. I recently cooked chicken breasts in a mushroom Worcestershire sauce and butter saute with garlic.
Ooh. Let's see, what's a good recipe? I made fried chicken last night. Burnt myself.
Well, y'all are both just fancy as shit then.
I have just returned with a wheat bisque in a dairy saute with granulated I'm having Weetabix, okay?
Is it like Wheaties or something, or?
Oh, you guys don't have Weetabix?
No. Wait, we might, but I think
just
they're...
straight up call them Wheaties.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, are they large, sort of, like...
Do they look like bales of hay with, like, sugar on one side?
No, that's shredded wheat.
Oh. Yeah, it's nothing like what we have, y'all.
Oh, you've looked it up?
Hold on,
yeah,
what's
I
it
have
called?
Googled it. It's like... It looks like a granola cookie.
Yeah, it's not granola. It's
like kashi?
What's it called?
Weetabix?
I'll copy pasta the spelling. I mean, there's like that's the brand, but like there are, yeah. Britain's favourite breakfast cereal, apparently, according to the Weetabix website.
It's not even a cereal.
I'll stick with my frosted.
Oh, we actually have something like that.
Do we?
Yeah, but I don't think we sell it as a cereal. I think we just sell it as the cookie.
Oh
it's
yeah.
it's not a cookie. You wouldn't want to eat it without milk.
Yeah, no, I've had
Yeah.
them before. They're like super dry.
Yeah, they are
but
really
Oh,
dry.
We sell them as cookies.
I have ingested the same monstrosity Hunter has.
Yeah.
We sell them as cookies. They're not good. There's a
No, they're
reason
not.
that they're much more popular in England where they put milk on them.
Yeah, you're meant to put milk on them and also sugar. Well, you don't have to put sugar on them, but I sure as hell do.
So like cereal bars, but these you actually put in this milk.
That's basically what
Well,
they are.
it's
They need,
like they're like really big chunks of cereal. You know. Well, you also get mini Weetabix, which is proper cereal sized.
Okay. This is kind of related. I did see a Tumblr post of someone like text messages between two people, and one of them was like, "I don't understand cereal bars," and they had taken like a Fruity Pebbles cereal bar and then put it in milk. And like, it's not breaking up, and I'm like, they were like going, "No, that's not how you do that."
Good. That's beautiful, honestly.
But from the thing that we just learned, they might have been from England and thought cereal bars were then put into milk.
They might have. I'm
Yeah.
not sure
No,
because
we
it's
have
like an
cereal bars
American
over here
culture.
too. No, we have cereal bars here too, so no.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
That is adorable though.
It's very interesting. I will stick with my Frosted Flakes though.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, I usually have Cocoa Pops anyway.
I either go
Okay.
Frosted
Hi.
Flakes or
Hi.
We were
Cheerios.
talking about fine cuisine while you were gone, Bucky.
The
Good.
finest of cuisines.
The finest of fine cuisines.
I
Excellent.
made a bunch of enchiladas today.
Good.
Oh. My mom makes a thing called enchilada casserole. It's delicious.
I'm kind of
I have made that as well, but I felt like exerting the effort to actually roll up enchiladas today, so I did it.
Well done. Proud of you.
Hannah, how do you like the tauros so far?
I love her.
Okay, good.
Is this one of your requests, Hannah?
Yes.
Good.
Again,
we
surprisingly
are.
less spoken.
We are keeping her.
We are indeed.
Good.
Alright, so anyways, she trots off to see Jolene. Meanwhile, Spark is searching for Poga-Cola.
yes.
You're gonna find some in a glass case in a museum.
Wrong campaign.
I know. Oh, there's gonna be a crossover soon.
Yeah,
Shh. It's a surprise. No, it's not.
It's really
it's
not.
really
I was
not.
gonna say, aren't we publicizing the crossover?
I mean, I'm pretty
Didn't
sure we talked about it last week too.
Didn't we just have a promo and everything?
I
I still
haven't.
need to look at that promo.
I haven't made it public yet. I want to double check the date and time so I can finish it up and then I'll post it
So
to
we're
YouTube.
making it public tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes. Tomorrow or Sunday, yeah.
Okay, right, fair, okay. Anyways,
We can report more tonight. I mean, what?
indeed.
But the
Hannah,
current
Hunter,
game-
Andrea.
Here for it.
I'm also here for it, but I'm restricted to Vincent plus
I
any of your.
I don't have to get up at 6 o'clock tomorrow, so yes.
Woo!
Because weekend!
Woo!
Yes.
Ooh, weekend.
Oh yeah, Hannah. Can you ask Allie if she's interested in recording any promos?
Hey, Allie.
Oh.
Hey, Allie!
Hi, Allie.
Are you interested in recording any promos for the crossover?
I don't know what I would say.
You just improv as Emma.
Track record with radio snippets. I
You
have
have...
laugh a lot. It's not good.
Alright, well you don't have to, but you're welcome to if you wanna.
Yeah, you just improv as Emma.
I am
Just
going
do a little
to,
bit of improv.
after the session, I'm going to send...
Okay, there's terror in her eyes, guys. We should probably...
Okay, never mind, Allie. We love you. You be you. I'm just going to offer to send, like, a sample, but it's cool.
I'm sorry.
There's terror in your eyes.
There's terror in her eyes. sounds like a lyrics to a heavy metal band. There's terror in his eyes.
Oh my god. Anyways, so Spark is looking for Coca-Cola.
Yes.
She finds Finn.
Oh. Hey,
Not
Finn.
quite what you're looking
You're
for.
not Coca-Cola. What is this?
This is not what I asked for.
He sees you and he's like, "Oh hey, where's?"
I hope not. We definitely can't afford it.
Where is Layla?
Find the pile of shinx, and you will find Layla.
As far as I won't play any PS3 games.
Interesting.
They've taken a liking to her.
Uh-huh.
And by subsequent me.
They've claimed her as one of their own.
One of us.
One of us.
Finn just looks a bit troubled and he's just like, I'll, figure something out with that. You looking for something? You seemed like you were looking for something.
I was trying to see if I can find a Poke-Cola. My, throat is really, really dry for some reason.
And you don't want water.
I haven't had a Coca-Cola in a while. I would really like a Coca-Cola.
Fair enough. Alright.
Who's this? I'm sorry.
Finn.
Yeah, Finn, kind of digs around in his bag, and he's like, yeah, I got one somewhere around here. I won't charge you for it. And he winks.
Because I'm not the financier of the party.
And he hands you the cola, and he goes, here you go.
Thanks. Starts walking back to the pile of shinx, gulping it down.
This is where we're gonna find out you can breathe fire.
Aw, you've gone and ruined the surprise.
You didn't have to confirm it.
Sorry. Sorry, Andrea.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's my fault because
It's my fault. I got hype in the chat.
Oh, I didn't even read the chat. I'm doing something else with the character sheets.
I just want to say that my logic behind letting her discover she can breathe fire through Coca-Cola, my logic for that stems from...
Coca-Cola the fuel? I love it.
I was just thinking it was an expansion of her psychic powers, so...
As I was saying... My logic behind this is when Andrea messaged me to request this, I was like, you know what? If Hodge can mega evolve through Coca-Cola Quantum...
You mean he can? Yes!
Why not?
Good.
Dolly, his mega evolution is literally just gonna be he glows blue.
I'm fine with this.
See, now y'all have gone and got Arthur excited.
Hannah is the one who quoted Charlie in the Chocolate Factory.
Anyways.
Yes, let's get to the actual fire breathing.
Yes, Spark is heading back, drinking her cola.
And as soon, right before she gets, she's almost back at the shinx, she lets out a very massive burp followed by a lots and lots of fire.
Can Layla see this out of the corner of her eye?
Sure.
Layla freezes and slowly turns and just looks at Spark with raised eyebrows.
Spark is looking very, very shocked.
Spark?
That's new.
Spark? Are you okay?
I know why my throat is dry now.
Because there was fire in it?
Apparently.
Aaron looks up and goes, "That's gonna be real weird when you guys make out."
What?
And then feigns sleep again.
Layla has frozen. Layla has blue screened. Thanks, Aaron.
I'm sure that I can control it. This seems to be, right now, only happening when I burp.
Layla does not respond. Layla is still blue screening.
Layla, are you okay?
You can just see her face getting progressively redder and redder.
I was standing back there. I didn't burn you.
No, I'm fine.
God damn it, Arthur.
Layla very slowly just kind of nudges herself down until she is completely hidden by the pile of shinxes.
Spark looks at the pile of shinxes, takes a step and sinks down so she can try to comfort Layla. Are you going to be okay, honey?
I wasn't thinking about making out with you, what?
If it wouldn't be completely awkward to do it in a pile of squirming Pokemon.
I was not going to do it in a pile of Pokemon, but Aaron mentioned it, and now I'm thinking about it. And now my face won't stop being red.
Spark just looks at her, kisses her cheek. I'm going to do a PM.
So,
I'm just saying, I dated a fire type once, and, well, it's weird.
Layla makes a high-pitched squeak that only dogs can hear.
Wait, out of character. Was that in character?
Yes, and she whispered that to Layla.
Oh, she whispered that to Layla. Never mind.
Yes.
Good.
Oh, Aaron is making no effort to whisper. None whatsoever.
Alright, so...
It's kind of a mumble, but it is not.
There aren't that many people who can understand her, so...
Fair. Just all the Pokemon.
So,
Jolene, at this moment, this is the last session for which Jolene will have no idea that Aaron is a giant metal sass bucket.
Sass bucket.
Good.
Sass bucket. Anyway, so you good, Andrea?
Yes. Thank you.
Alright. Jolene, you see a tauros kind of wandering around, looks around curiously, turns their head, spots you, perks, and trots over to you.
Jolene glances at the note, clears her throat, and says in Pokemon, "Excuse me, do you know the way to the large grapefruit?"
I love her. I love her
What is
so
this?
much.
James the Giant Peach spinoff?
Maybe Layla's handwriting is a little bit difficult to read.
She looks at you very puzzled, and she says, I beg your pardon?
Jolene switches back to English and says, "Oh, fucking sorry."
Excuse me, I hope I'm not a bother. But I was told by the large metal and rock Pokemon over there that you might be a cool person.
It's pretty warm here.
Well,
but yes, that is Aaron. You're not a bother.
Oh, well, that's very good to hear. You see, I was asking Aaron over there, what your people's views on gender happen to be.
Is Jolene just frantically looking at Layla's scant pages of notes?
Oh yeah, like she's got one upside down and she's got two in the other hand, and she's just like, these words are so big.
Can Sprig come over and attempt to help?
Yeah, I'll allow it. Jolene's just like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
She is going to attempt to point out the helpful pieces of notes, basically.
Jolene clears her throat and says, gender is good. Any gender, good. Not sex?
Is she speaking in Pokemon or English?
She is attempting to speak Pokemon.
Can Sprig help to translate a little bit? And she's like, she's learning. She
not very fluent in Pokemon yet.
Good. Oh my God. She's watching you, blinking, and she goes, Have I found the right person?
Jolene switches back to English and she says, I'm learning slowly, but honey, are you trying to ask me if it's okay that you're a girl?
More or less, yes. My species tends to be all male, so there are a number of people and Pokemon alike who are not particularly receptive to the fact that I would prefer if I was treated like a girl. I would prefer if they, and she kind of brushes her hoof against the ground, kind of in a shy sort of gesture, and she goes, that I would prefer if they, called me she, her, and hers, and said I was pretty instead of handsome, and things like that.
Jolene caught pretty much the yes, and that everything that followed was probably an explanation.
Sprig translates, I imagine.
Sprig tries to kind of put it in simpler terms for Jolene, but she is she is distracted by how excited she is, and she's vibrating.
She looks at Sprig and she's just like, Are you quite all right?
And Sprig just beams and goes, "We're gonna get another girl!"
Oh.
I have been outnumbered by boys for a long time.
She looks a bit surprised, and she starts to slowly smile, and it's a very, very genuine smile, where you can see that she's getting more and more excited. And she's just like, "Oh, I'm glad that makes you happy."
I have so many brothers. I didn't ask for this.
Yeah. Sweetie, of course it's fine. I think you're lovely.
Thank you.
You're gonna have to bear with me on some of the translation issues. Sprig has just pointed out to me that I said something about a grapefruit.
Sprig is going to coach Jolene to say, "You are very pretty."
Jolene will patiently get coached through this.
She does the little shy thing with her hoof again. And she's just like, "Thank you so much. I really try, but it's quite hard with all these ruffians around. But hopefully life will be better with you all."
Jolene has already pulled pink yarn out of the knitting basket. She is ready.
Oh, that's wonderful, because Sprig did Petal Blizzard and is picking up the petals and putting them on.
Flower crown.
Flower crown. Yes, can Sprig do Petal Blizzard and make a little flower crown out of the petals?
Yes.
The tauros now has a flower crown. You can't stop me.
I don't want to stop you.
Good.
Okay, well, as long as we're clear. Alright, so while Jolene and Sprig are working on making this sweet tauros pretty,
prettier.
Or prettier than she already is, is there anything anyone else would like to do?
Layla is still just in a pile of shinxes for the foreseeable future.
For the foreseeable future.
Is there anything Quinn's doing? Oh, sorry.
Well, not... there was a thing I kept wanting to reveal, but I couldn't find an opportune place to do it. So I guess I'm gonna pull something with Sarah instead. But is Sarah, Eggsy, and the other two still asleep?
Aaron isn't, because Aaron was busy munching fences.
And,
I assume everyone
I'm guessing they're awake. Yeah, I'm guessing they're awake now that they're back up on the hill.
Okay. Just trying to think what Sarah would be doing. Any ideas? What's Eggsy doing?
Depends on what Sarah's doing. If Sarah never got off Eggsy's back, Eggsy is currently like a mobile throne.
Oh my god.
See what I wrote in the chat?
So, where's all... Okay, so y'all are at the pens, right?
I guess for the most part, I believe, yeah. Yeah, because... Yeah, Layla and Spark are near the Shinx pen, and Jolene is probably fairly close to the Tauros pen.
I guess, everyone... I guess Quinn and Sarah would be within earshot of them. At least within, sight distance of them. So, Sarah, still laying on Eggsy's back, doesn't say anything, but, to everyone that is within sight distance of them, maybe just Eggsy. Eggsy can hear in his mind that Sarah says, he's adorable.
Eggsy is doing his best to not fall over.
just Clearly, she doesn't know this is happening. That's all I wanted to do.
Good. I'm happy.
Actually, you know what? Better yet, Quinn, looks up from what he's doing and looks around.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
No, he's looking around he noticed that's what what was said.
Quinn is just like, am I adorable?
The hell? Yeah, so he's confused. That's all I wanted to do.
I should point out, Layla is happy to speak to anyone. They will just, if they want to speak to her, they might have to find her in the pile of shinxes.
A squirming pile.
I think
of kittens.
Finn might be the only one looking for Layla.
Yeah, Finn comes over and he's just like, well,
hi.
At least she died doing what she loves.
Layla crosses her arms over her chest and closes her eyes like a corpse. What?
Is she still red?
She's still a bit pink, but she has calmed down a bit now. She looks up at Finn. I seem to have a number of babies.
I noticed. Andy looks up at the Rotoms following you. They have been sitting there watching you get swarmed by shinxes the whole time.
Those are not my babies. I can't really do anything about them.
They won't leave her alone.
Oh. And then Mike says, "You have nowhere else to go."
I know. Just stay out of trouble.
Trouble. And then Flo goes, "Define trouble."
Oh no.
What did you do?
You didn't do anything.
Can I?
Whoa.
Ah. Whoa.
Sorry again.
Oh baby.
It was already muted, and then I unmuted it because I thought I was muting it.
Oh no.
Andrea, no need to roll. She is telling the truth.
Okay.
Just if you're just, and she just very gently picks up socks and puts socks on her head and just slowly starts sinking down into the pile again.
Socks goes, "Whoa! It's like I'm in a submarine."
Sinking ship.
Layla goes, boop, 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 boop.
And then it gets more and more muffled as she sinks down. Boop,
Yep.
boop, boop.
And from under the pile, you can kind of hear Layla go, "Can I keep them?"
I don't know where you'd keep them all, but, sure.
A hand emerges from the pile and gives a thumbs up.
The tomato thumbs up as it slowly falls back into the pile.
And you can hear muffled, "These are my babies now."
By the way, they are all kind of gnawing on you slightly, but it's not painful. They're, it's just all playful.
They're basically doing what Socks did.
Yes. They're trying to wrestle with you, but it goes about as well as it does when a puppy tries to wrestle with a pit bull.
Good. Layla is just clearly very happy. Such good girls.
Sprig's just like, "I've got like 20 sisters now."
Yeah, Sprig does come back at one point and is like, "I'm gonna go focus on my one sister."
Oh my god. Alright, is there anything anyone else wants to do?
Layla will eventually come out from the pile again. So, Finn, about this attack that's happening in, a few days.
Yeah.
I had an idea, but, well, actually, hey, Finn, Quinn, Jolene?
Hmm?
Is now a good time to talk strategy?
Sure, honey.
I mean, I know I'm waist deep in shinxes, but that's not going to change anytime soon.
We probably
When Jolene rejoins the group, she is being followed by a very pretty tauros with a flower crown.
Aww.
And whatever else Jolene may have decorated her with.
Layla sits up, still cuddling Socks. So, we have a lot of, well, I mean, not as many as, like, if there were still Team Storm folks, but we have a decent amount of former Team Storm members, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
And Arcus and whoever else is going to be coming over from Citydark Island from the sea, they're going to be expecting a bunch of Team Storm soldiers to raid Gateon on whatever day of the week the attack will be happening. So, what if we make them think that that's what's happening? We stage a battle. It doesn't have to be that convincing because, they will be pretty far away, but, we let Gateon know what's happening. I mean, we already told Jake and Kane and they will have passed the message on to Mayor Dustin. So, if we just make it look like there's signs of some kind of struggle so they don't suspect anything, they'll start to come close, and then we were thinking that we would head out, just, us four and our Pokemon, and take out Arcus.
Not a bad plan. Not bad at all.
Wasn't... what about
beams.
Out of character, wasn't the bodies with the pink petals a thing?
You're right, I forgot. Someone else can bring that up in character.
We were thinking about using some of the bodies of the Valkyries that we have taken out so far. Send them out. Have them basically be disguises for some explosions to try to take out as many in the water as possible.
We decided not to desecrate the bodies. We decided to use them as a distraction and then drop the bodies from above.
I was not aware of that part. Okay.
No worries. But I remember that Jolene is not okay with messing with dead bodies, so...
Okay.
She has a few personal issues with it at this point.
That's fair.
Given Jolene's history, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I just hadn't been updated on the plan.
No worries. It was a while ago that we came up with that plan, so...
Is good plan.
So, yeah, I mean, you probably know the most about Team Storm, more than the rest of us, so, how convincing would we have to make it, in Gateon Port? I mean, I don't know what kind of range they have, how far they can see stuff from their boats?
I think a good plan might be for us to storm, and he says that in air quotes, the city. Fair enough. Storm the city, and more or less, how to put this? I'm trying to think of how about we we send our fake army, or I guess it's kind of a real... Anyway, we send our army against the city, or the port, and we have the people in there surrender immediately, so that, it looks like we just rush in and round up everyone.
Okay, and then we won't have to make much fighting.
Yeah, so, there's less risk of anyone getting hurt.
I like that plan.
So, you'll let them know?
She looks at Spark. You want to radio Jake and Kane now?
It's a good idea. She'll radio Jake and Kane and inform them of the plan.
They're pretty cool with this. I don't see too much reason to RP it out if you're cool.
I'm fine with it.
So how are we going to get the bombs onto the boats?
Well, when we had this plan the first time around, my idea was that Sarah dropped them, invisible and floating.
Does someone bring this up in character?
I mean, it never was brought up in character. Layla will bring it up in character now.
Cool. Do you want to say it, or just assume that it was said?
Just assume it was said.
Cool. In everyone's head, in response, Sarah thinks, oh great, I have more work to do.
I mean, you don't have to, Sarah.
She looks up at you. confused and a little alarmed.
Wait, did you not do that Did you not do that on purpose?
Fuck.
Sarah, are you a telepath now?
And then, in response, you hear in Quinn's voice, oh fuck, not another one.
Quinn? She's looking at Quinn.
Quinn and Sarah are like looking at each other like, the fuck?
What did you guys do? And is it anything to do with the fact that Spark can breathe fire now?
I don't
think... what? Oh, god damn it.
She just kind of looks at Jolene. Is this something to do with your glitch bending?
Honey, I think we fucking leveled up.
I think we picked up a new class. God damn it.
I mean, yeah. I don't know.
Just a quick reminder out of character that I have given Hannah permission for Jolene to be perfectly aware that she's in a tabletop game.
Yeah, I know, which makes it funny.
Yeah.
We leveled up. Nothing's fucking weird anymore.
Layla just looks vaguely confused.
Quinn looks very confused. Sarah looks very confused.
Sparkus is like, this is reality now.
Out of interest, Hatter, what power did you take that lets Quinn and Sarah be psychic?
One of the class, because I was gonna talk to Bucky about like doing something to like further the path, like how Jolene
started
the glitch bending. But in one of the one of the abilities in my class allows me to gain the ability, if I have intuition at adept rank or higher, I automatically gain the Orre pulse capability, which allows me to project my thoughts onto other people, and they can also read my surface thoughts as long as both parties are willing. And I can, because I have that ability, I can then teach that to Sarah. So I'm just saying, like, they both got it at the same time.
Okay.
So yeah, and now they're both majorly confused.
What class did you take?
I want to keep that a little bit of a secret until I do something with Bucky to, as the glitch thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because it's not something
an end story reason for it.
Yeah, because it's not one of those things that like, oh yeah, I can just do this thing now. It doesn't feel like that. It feels kind of bigger and epicer than that.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to see if I can do something with mine. But, so we've just had that revelation. Okay.
Indeed.
Well, okay. So, okay, well, that aside, Sarah, you don't gotta if you don't wanna. I was mostly just thinking you're probably the most suited person to do it because you can be invisible and float, but there are there are other ways we could do it too.
I'll do it.
Thank you.
And because Quinn can read the surface level thoughts of Sarah, he's just gonna like look at it and go, "This is so weird."
Oh yeah, Quinn, you couldn't communicate with Sarah before, could you?
No. She always like this?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not surprised.
Welcome to the world of sass.
Oh yeah, Jolene, you get used to that. You're gonna be able to you're gonna be able to understand Aaron soon.
All the sass.
I haven't noticed anything in particular. Aaron sasses people?
In response, relentlessly.
She just kind of side eyes
awesome.
Aaron.
It's kind of cool.
Aaron side eyes right back.
I mean, it depends on your definition.
Which means yes.
I just imagine Aaron was like, shh, she'll find out eventually.
Okay, so I guess we have that plan in place. Kane and Jake will tell Mayor Dustin, and Dustin will probably get stuff figured out on his end, and then... Well, we have a couple other... Oh! Can I radio again, real quick? She makes grabby hands.
Sure, yeah. She hands over the radio.
She radios again. Jake, Kane, something I forgot.
Yeah?
Did anyone arrive in town recently called Nancy?
Let me check around.
Yeah, if you could check around and get back to me, I'd really appreciate it.
And they go quiet for a bit. After a few minutes, they call back, and it's Jake, and he goes, "Yeah, she's staying in the clinic. She's kind of messed up, but she's all right."
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, she's safe. If you see her, can you let her know that she's I wouldn't recommend her going by herself, but we basically
we got her old job back.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
And, like, if she wants, we can maybe escort her back once all the other stuff is taken care of.
Will do.
Thank you.
So we got your old job back. Fuck, I hated that job.
It's like, no, I'm fine here in Gateon. It's good. Okay, sorry.
She's just like, I've been growing to like it here. I think I could stay here. You got your old job back. Well, damn it.
Damn it. Do I have to? Yes.
No one else wants it.
Well,
for good reason.
That's not true. Someone else wants it, but he's not allowed.
No one else who still has person privileges.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Person privileges? That's great.
We have revoked
Oh my
them.
God.
He's really bad at personing, so we revoked his privileges. Yeah, Layla will hang up and give the radio back to Spark. So, okay, Nancy's safe. That's a big relief.
Jolene banhammered his avatar.
My God.
You are playing by the rules.
Good.
I'm not saying I'm going to end the session now, but I am going to ask, are you guys okay with this being a shorter session? Because I have a place that I want to end it on, and
really?
I want that to be...
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm chill with it.
Yeah, that's fine by me. I'm just curious now.
I mean, we've got to record promos anyways.
Yeah, I have my reasons, which you will see in a few minutes. So...
Oh, okay, never mind.
PM me.
Okay.
So, is there anything anyone else wanted to do before I move on to the moment I have been planning?
I mean, Layla was just going to say, like, start planning about rescuing Moors, but that is something we don't need to do right now.
Yeah, and, like, that can probably wait until you're in Gateon Port and you're actually closer to heading to the cave.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
All of a sudden, one of Finn's guys starts running up the hill in a complete and utter panic.
Jolene has already grabbed her shotgun.
Like, he is stumbling, falling over himself, like, he is red-faced. You can tell that he's not used to running this much, but, like, he's just never run this fast before in his life. It's kind of like the difference between when I feel like I gotta run in gym class versus something horrifying is chasing you. Know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, he reaches Finn. He's doubled over, trying to catch his breath, and he is panting frantically. And Finn reaches out, puts a hand on his shoulder, and he's like, "What's going on? Son, hey, calm down. What's going on?" And this guy finally catches his breath, and he points down the hill, and he's just like, "Something down there. Never seen anything like it. It's really... And he, like, holds his arms up, like, to indicate that it's really big. And he's like, and it's giant, and oh god. And he just shakes his head. He goes, I've never seen anything like it. It's terrifying. It's eating everything in sight.
Layla leaps to her feet.
Wait, hold on. What happened?
Arcus is double checking to make sure AA runs in sight.
Okay. Second. Okay.
Oh my
okay.
god!
That's fair. But Quinn wants to look up and go, is it a Snorlax cross with a scientist? Because it's a Snorlax, of course he'd be here eating everything in sight.
No, that's Munchlax.
So Jolene grabs her shotgun and goes, if it's Giratina again, I've got some dental work with that thing's name on it.
Layla has jumped to her feet, probably sending a few shinx flying.
They mew slightly, but they are unhurt.
Punch Gateon in the face again. I'm okay with this.
When you all are asking these questions, the kid shakes his head and he's just like, no, I've never seen anything like this. I don't even know if it's a Pokemon. It's just, it doesn't look like anything.
Oh my god, I swear to god, if it's a giant spider pigeon, I'm gonna be so pissed.
No, he'd at least be able to describe that.
Okay.
Final boss, spider pigeon. Fuck all y'all.
Spider pigeon, the newest Pokemon.
Oh
He'd
no.
at least be able to say it looks like a cross between a Galvantula and an Unpheasant. But he cannot describe it like that, so there we go. He's not a giant spider pigeon.
Okay.
Spark is on her feet.
Terrifying poke fusion.
Spark is on her feet and is hold out her hand for Layla.
Layla grabs her hand, sets down Socks, who she had been holding, and in her free hand grabs her butterfly net.
So tough. TUFF.
Fuck with you. And Sarah gets off of Eggsy and pats him on the head, and she gets a stick.
Right. And the kid just points down the hill. He's just like, it was that way.
We're going to go look, aren't we?
Of course we're going to go.
Of course we're gonna go look.
Good.
And Finn is coming with you, by the way.
Oh.
Spark teleports Layla and herself out of the pile close to the edge where she's going. I'm going to guess the rest of the party follows?
Mm-hmm.
They running.
Alright. So, like, hold on, I need to check my PMs real quick. Yep, that's him, Hannah. That's him.
Yes, I was right.
What?
You were 100% right.
DM collusion.
So, as you're heading in the direction this kid pointed you in, you hear...
Wait, it's CJ.
What? That was what I was thinking, but no.
He's eating everything.
He just teleported and goes, man, I'm hungry. Just like downs plates of food. He's drunk.
So, like, you head out of the camp.
Wait, no. It's eating everything? Mina! Anyway.
Yeah, oh my god.
The most giant sawsbuck.
Wait, but that's the thing though. Bucky didn't say that the guy held his arms way out. He just said he used his arms to indicate how big it is. It could have been that he was just like...
No, so like... he held his arms up high over his head. To
oh,
like,
okay, never mind. Damn it.
Fair.
Damn it. Could have been Mina.
You already know what it is!
Whoa.
Okay,
whoa. Hot
I'm
mic.
just saying we missed an opportunity.
Okay, let's see what it is.
Yes.
Okay. So, you head down the hill, you head into the forest, And as you're going, you hear the distinct snapping and crunching of what you realize is trees being ripped out of the ground.
Oh, that's not normal.
And moved. And as you get closer and your view starts to get clearer, you see, one moment.
Oh god, it's a link.
Big friend.
Or an image.
I'm gonna say you all have no idea what the fuck this thing is. You have never seen anything.
That's what UB05 meant.
Wait, is this from the new game?
It's an Ultra Pokemon.
It's
Ultra? What is it? What?
Ultra Beast is basically a Pokemon that is from another dimension that does not belong here.
Okay.
There's Ultra Beast 1 all the way through UB40, which is known for its sonic attacks in the form of catchy reggae music.
Well done. But yes, anyone who wants to know what we're dealing with, UB-05 Glutton.
Okay,
Also,
would explain why it's eating everything.
Also known as Guzzlord.
So, it's a Pokemon.
Yeah, it's technically a Pokemon, but
it doesn't belong in this dimension.
You have never seen anything like it, and like as far like it does not look like a Pokemon. Like this looks like an eldritch abomination.
Okay, that's fair. But I has a question. Was Quinn on the list to be swapped or no? I can't recall. He is?
The swapping isn't going to happen just yet. There's something specific that I wanted to accomplish.
Okay.
The swapping is going to happen at the start of the crossover.
Okay, fair
but
enough.
He's gonna do something else.
Okay. I'm excited.
Jolene looks up and up and up and up.
It's about 18 feet tall, by the way.
He's a biggin.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's not Giratina. That might be worse than Giratina.
What
and
the
she
hell is that?
goes, well, I ain't picked which mouth yet, but I'm gonna punch one of them for sure.
You know, I got all this dentistry tools ready. I'm gonna use it on something.
That's so good. And like it is basically using those giant like crab claw tentacle things to like snatch up trees and stuff it into its giant mouth and just swallow them.
Okay, it needs to stop doing that.
And when it hears you, it slowly lifts its head, you guess?
Question mark.
Maybe? And slowly turns to look at you.
Oh, no.
It sees us. It sees us.
Spark is instinctively standing in front of Layla.
Oh.
Don't move. Its height is based on movement.
Jolene is standing in front of everyone else.
Oh, baby.
And, well, also Spark.
Hannah, with your permission, it deeply, deeply inhales.
Oh, no.
And Josh's Pokeball comes loose, flies into its mouth, and is swallowed.
Fuck.
Jolene is gonna definitely roll athletics to prevent that.
Because we're not sure what's gonna happen if that happens.
Can we all just roll athletics to prevent this from happening?
Well, here's what I want to do.
Just Jolene, because she's the only one that's, like, close enough, and, you know...
Jolene's in front of everyone else, so...
There is a thing I want to do. Because... Quinn has to teleport with the main group, right? So... Quinn needs to be near this thing when it happens.
It's not gonna happen...
Yeah, I think Bucky's gonna take care of that, like, during the actual crossover, so don't worry about that right now.
Yeah, when the crossover starts, basically you guys are gonna fight this thing and get eaten.
Thanks for the warning.
I got a 2. Is that high enough?
Okay.
No.
Would you like a reroll?
It's
She
not
literally
gonna help.
can't
I
win,
have
you
a
guys.
1d6.
Sorry?
I have
She-
a 1d6.
She literally cannot win.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Like,
And-
I could give you one, but...
And yeah, it just inhales deeply, and the Pokeball is jerked loose, flies into its mouth, and is swallowed.
Maybe he's dead.
Let's leave it at that.
And
Uh,
unless, well, you know what? I'm gonna end the session there.
Okay.
Damn you!
I'm fine with that.
I'm so
Shilbeen
mad.
is just gonna look up and look at him and go, well, we should run.
Oh, you know what? I'll just PM that to Hannah. So
How dare.
yeah, what do you guys think?
How dare.
I like
Are
it.
you-
It's interesting.
Heart, are you grinning right now?
Fuck you.
Is that a yes?
Maybe. Remind me, what date is the crossover going to be on?
Next Friday, the 16th.
Okay.
Yes.
So instead of joining us at 7:30 p.m. EST for New Orre, join us at, I believe, well, we have to firm this up. We're not entirely sure, but the tentative time is 4:30 p.m. EST for the crossover of
We're calling it Tangled Orre.
yeah, it's the crossover of Reckoning Tangaroa and New Orre, which we are calling, yes, Tangled Orre. We are also going to be, I believe, doing it to raise funds for a charity. We'll let you know closer to the time which charity and how to donate.
Are we gonna do the same rules as last time? As you donate so much, you give something to the party or the DM?
I was hoping so. Like, I was hoping
Yeah.
we could do
Name drops.
name drops, cameos for a certain amount, and rerolls for a certain amount. If everyone is okay with that.
Yeah. And we're doing an actual charity rather than a GoFundMe this time, so
Yep.
it'll just be like on the honor system, just write us and say like, hey, I donated this much.
Yeah, I'd be totally cool with that. Or like maybe do a screenshot. Either way. I mean,
Yeah, screenshots will work.
Yeah. And we're doing Trans Lifeline, right, Bucky?
That's what I was thinking. Unless
let's-
anyone else.
you know what? Yeah, let's just go ahead and say I was going to wait and see if anyone had any suggestions, but I think that's cool by me. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Or LGBT charity of your choice.
yeah.
Okay.
We'll say we recommend Trans Lifeline, but any LGBT charity, because it's Pride Month, as you know, and if we're going to have fun, we might as well try and raise money for a good cause while we're doing it, right?
And because we're all ultra gay.
We're not all ultra, where most of us are, yeah.
I was gonna say, like,
I am a minority of all this.
Andrea is our token straight, and that's about it.
Andrea's here for diversity.
Yeah.
I'm token straight.
We love you, Andrea.
Alright, so that's that. Our first promo will come out either Saturday or Sunday, and we look forward to hearing what you think about it.
Absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream then. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you for streaming, Dally.
Thank you, and thank you, everyone, for playing, and Bucky for DMing, and also fuck you, goddammit. Everyone take care, and good night.